God got a plan for me. I know God got a plan for me.
Welcome to my channel. This is Community Crime Network. And tonight, we're going to be breaking down more details in the Sonya Massey case. Some details you may have already heard. Some of them you may have not. But when it comes to these cases, like the Sonya Massey case, you don't want to leave out anything. You want to be well versed and well prepared because they have to go to court. And you don't want to be let down for any reason. Understand what you're watching. Do your research, know the law. You dig? But before we get started, do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Help the boy get up there, man. So I can be placed in the algorithm so you can see more videos like this one. You dig? I greatly appreciate it. So we're going to kick the night off with part of the story that everybody knows about, and it bothered everybody, and rightfully so. Why did he shoot her? What was in Officer Gracie, or should I say ex-Officer Gracie's mind? Things just went out of control.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came out with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
All right.
And that's where she's landed.
That was his reason for upping his gun, because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Now, we had a big discussion on the round table featuring the homie YJ. And we started talking about intent versus premeditation. I want to share something with you guys. Take a look at this.
And they could have easily backed up. They could have, but they don't do that. They don't do that. I'm going to fucking face that. What do they call that? Premeditation. Premeditation is the deliberation and the forethought about killing somebody with intent. And it can happen in an instant. I don't have to plan your death day to kill you tomorrow and have that whole time to contemplate death for it to be premeditated. It can happen in an instant.
In an instant. Now, my thoughts on the live was, when it comes to intent, when you read the definition versus premeditation, it's a fine line between the two. But from what he stated, what Officer Grayson did was premeditated murder. And it makes sense because it says there's no time limit or time frame for the thought of the intent of killing someone. And I stand wrong. Or should I say I stand corrected. And I'm not afraid. I'm not too big to say I was wrong. I think he should be thrown under the jail. So I just want to point that out. Now, when it comes to the situation and how it occurred, of course, you all know she called 911. She thought she heard a prowler outside of her home.
The address of your emergency?
2868 South Hoover Avenue.
What's going on there?
I keep hearing stuff on the outside of my house, and it sounds like somebody was banging on the side of my house. I don't know. Could y'all come and see?
And can you confirm the address for me?
It is 2868 South Hoover Avenue.
What is your name?
Sonya Massey.
And your phone number?
I don't know the number by heart, but I know that somebody's outside my house right now.
She disconnected the call. So, of course, they sent law enforcement to her home. And, of course, they finally made contact with her. And you can actually hear Grayson. He said, no mental issues or nothing like that. She said no. At that point, when he asked that question, obviously he noticed something just by the way she answered the question.
Take you so long to answer the door.
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get.
I got you. All right.
Sorry.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. You doing all right mentally?
Like I said, he was about to leave. Yes. Doing all right mentally? Officers are trained to pick up on these type of things. So if you ask me, that should have changed his approach, even though he was about to leave, but that didn't happen. Conversation continued. So why am I pointing out this part, and why is it important to me? Because it can really go back to intent, premeditation, or just plain out evilness.
Do we got any call history with her being 1096? Yeah, we're secure. No, it's just her in the house. She's 1096.
1096 means a mental patient. And he just wanted to check and see if there's any calls prior about this same young lady from this residence. That plays a very important part as well on some of my further findings as I reviewed the footage. But there was no previous calls, at least that day. I can't speak for any other time. With that being said,
Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
he spoke to his brothers, as they would say, the blue. He was comfortable saying that to those guys. This fucking bitch is crazy. There's no professionalism at all. From the point where he said, I'll fucking shoot you in your fucking face. That's not a way to talk to somebody. The one thing I've learned about officers, they will raise their voice in the heat of the moment to escalate a situation that does not necessarily need to be escalated. Remember, she was going to move the pot off of the stove. That pot obviously was on for a while. Because I remember hearing some people state, I don't hardly see no water in the pot. Well, when you leave a pot on the stove for a very long time, it goes like this. Because the water is starting to evaporate. She turned on the sink and like she was putting more water in the pot. Don't forget that. Those are details that sometimes go missed and no one really speaks about them. So you would think, okay, how hot was the water? Well, it was hot because when we seen it actually hit the chair, there was steam still coming. So it was hot water, yeah. It still doesn't warrant for him to pull his gun and shoot this lady. You heard what the guy said. Remember this right here?
And they could have easily backed up.
They could have easily backed up. I think we all figured that out. It doesn't take a rocket science or lawyer to figure that out. Back up. We all noticed that she had the little white wristband. It looked like she'd been to the hospital, right? And me and the round table, that's something we discussed. And we wondered, did she go to the hospital that day? Take a listen at this.
I got you got that, right?
Hey, County, do we have any idea who she is?
We were trying to ID her.
I think her name is Sandra. They were out there earlier.
I heard that paramedic. She said, I think her name is Sonya Massey. We've been out here earlier. Now, I've never seen paramedics, for any reason, put a wristband on your wrist if they come to see you, unless they take you to the hospital. So that could have been a possibility. So don't hold me to that. I don't know why. You know, that the information is private. We'll never know. But obvious. The paramedics done been here before that day. Let's take a listen to it one more time.
Hey, County, do we have any idea who she is?
We were trying to ID her.
I think her name is Sonya. We were out there earlier.
I want to call
She said, I think her name was Sonya. We were out here earlier today. But that's not law enforcement. That's the medics. So when Officer Grayson asks, was there any previous calls about this young lady from this residence? It was a negative. But there was a call for the medics. I don't know why. So I just wanted to point that detail out because that's important. Because guess what? Officer Grayson didn't even recognize the white medical band on her wrist. And if he did, he didn't care or he didn't even mention it. These are details that should be pointed out and should be talked about. But thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Be easy.
God got a plan for me. For me. I know God got a plan for me. For me.